Hello, I'm Mark Caldwell with Caldwell Associates Insurance Services. This video today is going to talk primarily about employment practices liability and why that coverage is important and how you go about getting that coverage. Now, as many people know, the coverage for any type of employee versus employer lawsuits is basically excluded on your general liability form. Now, the problem with this is anytime you get into a situation where an employee files a lawsuit against you for things other than a workers' comp. So, for example, if we have bodily injury for something that happened on the job, certainly that's going to be a workers' compensation issue. What I'm talking about is the sexual harassment, wrongful termination, discrimination, failure to promote, these type of things. And what I want to do is I want to show you exactly what endorsement gives you that coverage, or more specifically, why that coverage is not in your standard form. Now, what we're looking at here is the employment-related practices exclusion. Most policies have this attached from the very beginning. And the way you can find this, let me show you a little thing here that some people are aware of and others are not. But in your policy itself, you'll have a form schedule. All policies have these. And some will say package or property or liability. You're looking for the liability. So you see at the top there it says Forms, Schedule, General Liability. And what we're looking for is an exclusion for employment-related practices right there. And you'll see if you go to the far left, you'll see the ISO form number. Now, in other videos I've explained what ISO is. It's the Insurance Service Office. They have standardized many forms that are in use today, and they will have these form numbers. In fact, if I click back over, you will see this form number right up here in the top corner. You'll see the CG 2147, and going back over, we see the 2147 right there on the left. That's the one we're talking about. So in your policy, you have a form schedule that lists all the endorsements and forms in your policy. You can then go to the actual form and match up the form number and read in detail exactly what that's doing. Okay? So what this does, it excludes many of the types, if not all, of employee versus employer lawsuits. What I want to do is just review a couple of the more important types of lawsuits that we've seen. Sexual harassment, wrongful termination, failure to promote, discrimination. And at times, carriers will also offer, when you go to buy this coverage, in other words, to eliminate this exclusion, you can also pick up third-party coverage, which is going to have those same types of lawsuits coming at you from clients, say, or from someone who's a prospective employee who comes in and says you didn't hire them because you're discriminating against them or what have you. So that's third-party coverage you can add on. They don't necessarily have to be your direct employee. So today, my point was to just inform everybody that generally speaking, out of the blocks, general liability forms exclude this type of very important coverage. This is why it's critically important to contact your agent and get a quote and purchase Employment Practices Liability Insurance. That's the name of the policy that is designed specifically to pick up this type of coverage. And what you can do, there's many things you can do to make it affordable. You can reduce limits if you need to. You don't necessarily need to buy $1 million, although that's what I suggest. You can increase deductibles, this type of thing. But I highly recommend it, and it's one that could protect your company from financial disaster in the future. So this has been Mark Caldwell with another video in the video series from Caldwell Associates Insurance Services. We hope you enjoy what we're doing. Thank you.